Hey guys, we're just here waiting to get unloaded right in the middle of Baltimore. Getting ready to unload this precast. We're going to reload these barriers. So we are waiting on the contractor to get here. And while we wait, I'm going to get everything unstrapped and throw some quick wax on the paint of the truck. Everything stayed pretty clean, but had a little shower on the way down. So let's wait on the contractor. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Enjoy the video. These Amazon warehouses are ridiculous. You know, I don't know. You see some of the worst drivers in here, I'll tell you that much. No offense to the door swingers, but see some of the worst drivers in these big warehouses, that's for sure. We're waiting, still waiting on somebody to show up here. I mean, I'm here with the installation guys, but the GC or whoever's in charge isn't here. Nobody knows what's going on. All we got to load those big barriers is a forklift. I don't know how that's gonna work. It's just confusing. It's mayhem, you know what I mean? So it's been a great morning so far. You know, we'll get it figured out. The Amazon guys here are telling us, they're like, the guy in charge here is like, no, I can't move trailers front for you guys so you can set this precast. He's like, nope, not gonna do it. So that's another issue they have here. They're trying to decide if they can even set this stuff. We'll figure it out. All right, guys, well, we're loaded up. We're heading back to the precast yard. And a little bit of a change of plans, but got it all figured out. I don't have those old barriers on this load. Those are going to be hauled back later, I guess. I think I'll probably be doing it, but they're replacing curbs down here. Like, this is not a new warehouse, so they're doing some replacements, and I'm bringing back a load of old ones. So that's what we ended up doing. I don't have the barriers on, I got curbs on. Train going over there. Not sure why this guy's just sitting there. He's been waiting here for a while already. Hopefully he gets going soon. John Deere tractors on that row car. I don't really know what we need to do to check out, if there's anything we really need to do, but we'll find out. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, stay safe out there.
Hey, have a good one. Appreciate it. You know, that guy at the guard shack, man, he was awesome. I really appreciate people like that. You know, I got in there this morning and he was all happy and chatty and, you know, just having a good day. And that's huge, man. You know, you can be a light, be a blessing to other people with a good attitude. So shout out to that guy for being friendly, making you feel welcome there at the warehouse, because a lot of these people that have that position, they're grumpy, they don't, you know, really want to talk to you. They get tired of all the drivers. But this guy, man, he was just a cheerful guy. So I appreciate that. All right, let's get out of this crummy area. Back onto 95. Look at all them sea containers. Crazy. Oh, this road is so bad. Terrible. Nice Peterbilt. Doing now is we're going to take this back. They're going to unload it, and we're going to haul a few loads of lumber to finish out the day. We're going to be doing probably 2 loads to a place in Christiana, which that run is not going to take long. It's only about 30 minutes from the treatment plant. So that's kind of a quick run, but I'll take you guys along for the at least one of those loads because it's beautiful scenery going that way. I take the back roads up from Oxford and just cut all the way up through the back roads to this guy's place. And it's pretty tight to get in and out of there, but it's manageable. So we'll take you guys along for that. After we're done with this load, we'll be staying local for the most part the rest of the month here, as a lot of the work this month is going to be more local, so until the holidays. So yep, we'll get this back up north, and they'll get me unloaded, and then we'll move on to lumber. It wouldn't be a normal day on the Beltway without a little bit of traffic. Driving scared already. Been in the left lane doing 5 under for the last 5 miles. really necessary in my opinion. You know, a little bit of flurries come down and people start panicking, start freaking out. Let's go, buddy, come on. Got a big truck way up ahead in the left lane, holding up a line of traffic. Are done. We've really barely gotten any snow the last few years. I mean, flurries here and there like this, and that's it, you know. Mild winters. So we'll see if we get that again. Pretty chilly this week though. I gotta get this motor fixed. Turn this music down. I gotta get this motor fixed in the fan because I got no heat right now, and I took my thick jacket off. I was wishing I would have left it on because I'm starting to get cold. My feet are cold. But maybe when we get up to down to the lumber yard, we usually end up having to wait there. So maybe when we're waiting there, we can take the dash off and see what's going on. Sometimes the plug, sometimes it's just a faulty plug, or it gets dirty. Sometimes you just have to clean those and it'll work fine again. It's, I don't know, it's making a rattly noise though, so it could be broken too, but we'll check it out. We'll find out what's going on. Got a random cone there in the middle of the road. May have back up to Lancaster. I told them I'm going to be there shortly, so they're going to be ready for me to unload this. It's not going to take long, I'm sure of that. But we messed around a little bit down at the place in Baltimore. Took a while, but all good. So it shouldn't take long to unload it. What they do at some of these jobs is put some replacements in, maybe where, you know, some of them got hit a little too hard a couple times and they broke or something like that. These warehouses down there in Baltimore, where we're taking these loads and bringing old ones back, they're not new warehouses. They're older ones, so they're just like replacing some of them. I think this morning I took 30 of them down, something like that. Then they bring the old ones back. Got the windshield being all creaky this morning again. It's even worse when it's cold. It's such a pain. Takes a lot of racket. Drives you nuts. Be nice to put some nice bus glass in there, you know? That'd look real good on this truck, but might have to wait a while for that. Alright, I got all the straps off and he's getting it unloaded. So while he unloads it, I'm gonna go grab a coffee in the office, and we'll get on down to grab some lumber. A couple more packs to go and we can keep moving. In the meantime, well, maybe I'll wait till we're down at the lumber yard, but I think I can get to the heater or the fan by just taking this panel and this panel off, maybe just that one. So a couple of screws. I'm gonna go in the sleeper toolbox, grab a screwdriver, and we'll check this thing out, see what's going on, because it's cold in here. Don't get this swept off yet. All these little chunks. Don't want to hit no one on the windshield going down the road. Usually they put all the old ones on the other side of the street, but they can't really unload me if I'm over there. There's not enough room, so I guess they take them over later then. Alright, let's get on out of here. Pretty much have to just back out on the street. Four ways on. Back in under the bridge there. It's a 12-foot bridge, so I can't go that way. We'll see if there's any other trucks here. Last couple times I was here, it was pretty full, pretty crazy, so we'll see what we got. We got to call the order number in, and then we'll head on over there and find a parking spot. Alright, it looks like we got one truck over there in the corner. We got one here parked in the middle of just in the middle, so that makes it kind of unhandy for everybody. I think if I park here, he'll be able to get to me on the right side. So I'm gonna do that right beside this trailer. I could go over there, I guess, but then I'd be making it tight for drivers coming around for the inbound loads. So we'll just park right here beside this trailer, and I think he can get to me on that side. He's gonna unload that truck, and then I think I'm probably next, so we'll get the dunnage laid out, all ready to go. We got some wet stuff, treated wet lumber that we're putting on here, so we'll probably get about 16,000 board feet or so. I'll see if I can get this fan fixed, or at least see what's going on. All we gotta do is take that little clip off. These two come off a little easier than they should. I might need to replace some of these clips. I was actually thinking of switching to a painted dash, and then I got some feedback from some of you guys and a few other people, and people were telling me, you know, keep that original look. So, you know, a lot of people like that wood grain look, and I do too. I was just kind of exploring my options and considering putting a black painted dash on. I'm still thinking about it, but I don't know. Like I always tell you guys, this isn't my truck, so if the dash ain't worn out, they're not going to want to replace it. Like, some of these screw holes here are cut and they're about shot, so maybe we'll switch the dash pieces in the future, but it's not going to be anytime soon, because a lot of these screws aren't holding on real good anymore. So we'll see. Basically, you got the 4 screws. 1 there, 2, 3, and 4. Just gotta take these screws off right here, and that panel will pull right out. Let's see what we got going on. let's turn it on. Turn the key. Hear that? Yeah, that don't sound, that doesn't sound real good, so see what we can find here. All right, I got that panel off. Right in there is where the motor is. I don't know if you can see it, right in there. So I guess I'll try to get those bolts out. Might be easier to get the glove box out and all that, but that's where I need to get that thing out of there. Looks like a little bit of a pain. So what I gotta do is I gotta take this glove box and everything out. So I'll deal with it when we get back to the shop, because he's gonna start loading me here in a couple minutes. He's just got a few packs to put on this truck over here, so I'm gonna leave that until I get back to the shop. That way I can pull the truck into the shop, do everything right, and we'll go from there. But we'll get her fixed. Probably gonna take a new one, and Hunter Keystone Peterbilt probably has them in stock for a $379, I would think so. So I can go pick it up tonight yet if I have to. We'll get her done either way. All right, he had me move over here because I guess the lumber is, it's not supposed to be, but it's still down here. It's not out in the yard ready to go. So they had me move over here, make it a little faster, which is fine with me. We're gonna have to wait a little bit the way it sounds because of him having to pull it off the pad down there. So let's eat some lunch. That's what we got in the crock pot today. Some broccoli and some chicken and rice casserole, which that's really good stuff. That's something that my wife makes. But if any of you guys are looking for one of these, I could share a link if you're interested in one of these little crock pots. Why, I could get you a link for that. I just know that we got it on Amazon. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but there's all kinds of different ones you can get, and this one's nice. It heats it up great, and 45 minutes or so your lunch is heated up, so works good for me. Time for the Christmas treats, My wife made a bunch of chocolate covered pretzels, crackers, different things. My wife and the boys made those, so about that time of the year again, might gain a little weight. Got a real nice Kenworth pulling in over here. Tighten these straps a while. Like I said, we're doing 2 loads like this, and then we head on back to the shop. It'll work out pretty good. It's coming down now. See that? Little snowballs, I don't know. It's like barely cold enough to snow. So it's kind of like some little ice balls coming down right now. Looks like it's finally clearing off. We got blue skies. That little snow squall was cool, but lasted for a couple minutes, and that's finally clearing off. We got one more drop to go, and plans actually changed. We're actually going to go unload this. Instead of coming back here, we're going up to Ephrata to load, and then taking that just down to Paradise. So it's not going to take a whole lot of extra time. Might be a little quicker than coming back here for a load, but anyway, change of plans. That's what we're going to do now. like they just painted the lines here, the yellow line, so try to avoid that. My wife hit a freshly painted line with our Jeep Grand Cherokee, and man, that stuff is hard to get off. I tell you what, I can hardly get it. I still didn't get all of it off. So we'll try not to get that all over the truck. Alrighty, well, we'll get some beautiful views coming up through here, so hopefully you guys don't get bored by just, you know, the scenery videos. But if you do, feel free to skip forward. But I like to get you guys in on some of this beautiful Amish country scenery. So this is northern Chester County into southern Lancaster County. A lot of Amish farms on this road. Very many options to get to this place. I can take more of a main route and go 10 to 896, but that's not real nice. There's some hard turns there, and it's not real nice going that way either, so might as well take the back road. warehouse right up ahead here, right there. A lot of nice dairy farms too. A lot of these guys farm tobacco, so they do pretty well. Farming tobacco is hard work, but you know, if you have a bunch of kids, free labor, you can make a lot of money farming tobacco. Pretty much all these guys farm tobacco. With Sam there, trying to get everything figured out. This place is pretty tight to get around. So what we do is pull straight in beside these corn cribs, get unloaded, and then we got to pull down to the right, back up in there towards that forklift to get out of here. He's making it quick, getting her unloaded fast. It's a pretty nice place to unload, you know, it's a lot better than some times. He doesn't have near as much stuff in the way, so that helps. right, that was easy, guys, getting that unloaded. So as soon as this buggy gets out of our way, we'll get on up to our next destination. I should probably wait. Yep, there comes a car. I was gonna say I should probably wait to pass here. Not a real good spot to pass, but beautiful countryside here as well. We got 4 more loads to take to that gentleman. This is why I like local customers and getting to know people. Is this guy here, I have no idea who he is, but apparently he knows my uncle, so it's kind of cool, you know, building those relationships. Now we have that connection. It's kind of cool. Had no idea who the guy was, but now we know each other, because turns out after we chatted for a while, he knows one of my uncles, and yeah, kind of cool. Small world, especially here in Lancaster County. Horseback riding here. Oh, she's gonna get off the road for me. All right, thank you. Okay, well, we're just getting loaded up here at the milling place. I guess what they do is they just mill this stuff for them, turn it into tongue and groove. So it'll be a full load, and then we'll just take it back to the shop, try to get everything fixed on the truck here. Oh, we got the tongue and groove loaded up, no problem. I don't know if it's heavy or not, but it feels pretty hefty back there. It's a full load, that's for sure. So we'll get on back to the shop here and unhook the trailer. Maybe we'll rinse the trailer off, and then we'll unhook the trailer, get the truck in the shop. It is about 4 o'clock now, 4 p.m. Nice easy day today. Tomorrow should be the same way. Well, we're going to be loading up for Baltimore, but towards the end of the day, but we should still be done by, oh, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock, something like that. So it's kind of nice being home every night again, you know. For the last week or so, I've pretty much been home evenings, and it's kind of nice again. All right, guys, I got the fan out, the motor. Hear this? That's what it is. It be done. I think it's shot. So we got to call Hunter Keystone, see if they have something like this, and I can go pick it up right away. All you got to do is take the glove box out, a couple of screws here, and then you can get right to it. Got 3 screws to get there, the wiring, and it's out. So we'll see what we need here. Got a part number right there, so we'll call them up and see what we can find. All right, well, there's one other thing I had to fix. Had to replace the step here. This one was broke, so I don't know. Guess I'm getting fat. Not sure. But anyway, broken step fixed, and we're gonna go get the new part here. So thanks for tuning in again, guys. It's gonna be it for this video. Appreciate it. See you next time.